Hey there guys, I'm Cayna, I'm a member of the Method rating team. There's been a lot of discussion and criticism of the PvE decisions from Blizzard recently, and so today we decided to put together a view from a Raider's perspective from the top level, to let you guys know our side, inform the uninformed, and just let you know exactly what is going on. So, before this expansion, before Legion, top-end rating pretty much was just, you have Heroic Week and you have Mythic Week. Obviously there's some small amounts of preparation beforehand, making sure you have your character optimized, but it wasn't as much as a Legion with the AP grind. Now, right now before tier, about a month to 2 weeks before, every single top-end raider will pretty much just say goodbye to social life, and they will start farming AP. We will be sitting in a dungeon, constantly boosting keys up from other players, getting that artifact power. Now, why is artifact power so important? Because it's gonna give you the traits, and if you're going for a world first especially, all the traits matter. Method's requirement was to have at least one trait full, or one spec full traits, if you wanted to progress in Nighthold. There's been also people that have jobs, and they're also there in top-end guilds. People that have jobs practically do not have any free time anymore. Once the AP grind starts, they will work, they will come home, and they will start farming artifact power. They won't have time to do anything in the weekends. This is pretty much their life. People that do not have a lot of jobs, most of the time take it upon themselves to farm even more. Instead of one character, they will farm 2 characters out or 3 characters on specs out in order to have the best chance of getting world first. Nighthold itself was not that long of a tier. It was a fine tier, it took about 2 weeks, but just because of the artifact power beforehand, the artifact power grind, it seemed really long. This kinda makes the burnout issues happen. Because people play the game so much, even at lower levels, a lot of people made sure to have max traits before Nighthold opened. People play the game so much, but especially in smaller guilds, you always have those people that won't do it because they just don't have the time for it or the will to do it. The AP grind really burns out people. People play the game way too much for what they should. Especially at lower levels, you don't get the reward of having a chance at world first. They just get bored of the game. This leads to several issues. If people did not farm traits, the content would be really hard. Killing Spellblade Ariel with a roster that did not have max traits, and especially if you didn't do splits on that side either, would almost be impossible. You wouldn't be able to kill the boss. Traits give you either more HP, healing, damage reductions through armor from the traits, but they also give you a lot of HP. Looking at Mythic Crows, if you have 40 traits, you're going to have a rough time surviving that fight, if not even hitting the Berserk. If your entire raid between 40 and 50 traits, I don't think you can kill Corrosives. It's going to be really hard. While we top-end raiders would survive with 300k, you would not be able to survive. Because people are practically that want to raid Mythic and they want to clear the content quickly, are pretty much forced to farm the traits. There's no gating system currently in the game, so if you want to kill the harder bosses, you pretty much are going to need to farm the traits. This has resulted into a lot of guilds quitting, from casual guilds to hardcore guilds. I'd suggest, if you want to know more about this, check out the MMO-Champion post about Mass Burnout. You can find the link in the information box below. But even the casual guilds feeling and experiencing this burnout feeling, it's very easy to see from a top tier perspective that AP is significantly impacting not only how much we play the game, but also taking away that feeling of wanting to play the game, and instead feeling forced to grind mindlessly through dungeons and mythics to make sure we're ahead of the game for the world first race in Tomb of the Garrus. One of the most difficult things that I can see from Blizzard's perspective is how do we make content harder from a previous tier without making it too easy that you can walk straight from killing Gul'dan into Tomb of the Garrus. It was said by players that played in vanilla and TPC that the game at that point was extremely grindy. And throughout Wrath of the Lich King, Cataclysm, Mist, there was more and more talk and discussion on the public forums. Wow, this game is now too easy, it's not what it used to be. Almost feels like this had an impact not only on this expansion, but it feels like this had also was happening towards the end of Warlords of Draenor. Now we're left with what people thought they wanted, and we got this huge AP grind.
You think you do, but you don't.
However, from a world first race and from a world first perspective, it's expected that we put in 110% to ensure we're ready for the race. But this has a trickled effect on casual guilds as well. where if they don't put in the time, they won't progress that much. A lot more casual guilds will then struggle to fill their roster, and there's gonna be more added pressure if they don't complete the AP grind. Without the AP grind, more and more people quit and you won't be able to complete the tier. This brings us back to ultimately guilds quitting, people unsubscribing from the game, and without a shadow of doubt added pressure to keep up with other friends, guild members, and other guilds that keep that AP high. This does not even touch on trying to maintain alts. Being that a lot of our following are PvE friends, we love to hear your side of the story. Have you had issues filling raids or struggling with the AP grind? What do you think Blizzard could do to aid the grind? Leave a comment below, we'll make sure to read them always. If you enjoyed this more opinionated piece, if you'd like to hit the like button. If you enjoyed the dungeon footage in the background of the video, make sure to check out my Twitch channel. It can be found in the description below. Thank you very much for watching.